Bob?
Mona Lake.
Mona Lake near Muskegon, Michigan?
Yep.
What are we going after?
Muskies.
Okay.
We'll try.
It's got a reputation, supposedly?
Well, it has some tigers in it.
Some tigers?
Tiger muskies.
Okay, now.
And it's a long lake. There's a lot of points.
Yeah?
And there's a couple deep holes up to 40 feet.
Couple deep holes.
One's 30 and one's 40. Most of the lake is 20.
Now, what is your plan of action here as far as it's a new lake you haven't seen? What you going to be doing?
We're going to throw around it and learn it.
Learn it first?
Yeah. And maybe catch something on the way.
Okay.
But we're going to start throwing and go around the lake and learn it.
And learn where the structures are.
There's going to be stuff out there that's not on the map.
Okay. And now if we see something that looks good, what do we do then?
Keep it in mind,
or
unless we catch a fish.
Okay.
We remember things as we go around the lake.
Uh-huh. Then you'll come back and do some more on certain areas that you look.
And then pick out the good areas and go back and fish them.
What about depth? How do you go around at a certain depth when you're learning the lake?
Yeah, but we got the map and it told us that.
Okay.
So we'll just see how the features are down there, how where the weed line is.
As we see now, for muskie, you'll probably be fishing a little bit deeper than way up.
And a cloudy day, them muskies, if the water cover's right, don't look too bad. They'll move right up. Them muskies will move right up towards shore.
They could be pretty shallow.
I catch pretty big ones on 200s even.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Kind of higher than the hooks.
Yeah, I would think so. Okay. Come over a minute. Come here. I hope so.
If you get big on hour.
Tom and Flo, you going to join us on Mona Lake today, huh?
Yes, sir.
Now Bob says that we're just going to kind of run around or go around the lake and look for areas and explore the lake because we haven't been on it. What kind of plan are you going to be working?
That's basically the same plan I go about.
Okay.
I want to see what I'm looking at here. Look at the points. Look at the bars that come out, and then we'll go to work on them.
You saw the map last night, so you have a little bit of an idea.
I did indeed.
Do you want to borrow it?
Nice long lake.
Okay.
A lot of points on it.
Okay. Any particular depth, or are you going to kind of check them according to what's there and
up
what
in
you
here,
see?
it looks like we have 20 foot. The middle of the lake, we have 30, and down towards the end, we have 40. So
Small holes.
Small holes. Very small holes.
Okay.
Most of it 20.
Yeah. But we'll look her over and we'll go get her.
Okay. Let's hope we get some video on some fish.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Now you got wire leader on that. You always use a wire leader for muskie, don't you?
I sure do.
Okay.
I use a wire leader for everything.
Okay.
When I'm fishing, I don't change it.
Okay, it's starting.
Most of the time I'm fishing for pike or muskie.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
bass gets in my way, well, I just throw them in the boat.
Throw them back. Okay. Sounds good. 100 series first?
Yeah.
12 to 15. Okay.
The lake looks like not much weed.
What about the watercolor? What do you think on the watercolor?
Looks pretty good. I don't see no weeds.
No, I think they're pretty shallow in here. So you're using, you're running about 3 colors on 100 right off the bottom a little bit, and then you want me to bump bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so you run both. You run one free and one bumping. Okay. I'm sorry.
All right. You're gonna bump by 'em here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Over it.
You think this lake is what?
I think it's going to be made of bounce your
Bounce all over it. Okay. Pretty clean then.
Yeah.
Weeds must be shallow. What kind of speed control do you use?
Changes.
Okay.
Gotta see what they're hitting at.
When you go real fast, you get back in position. Is that the reason?
I don't know the lake. Talking to you along once, I'm in 5 feet of water.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Or you might end up in 20.
What would you say on the weather conditions? They look pretty good now?
We're real good at those steady weather, but we know we had cold fronts, so
Yeah, just a couple of days, a day ago.
we know
Yeah.
it's going to be tough fishing.
Okay.
So the weather looks beautiful.
Yeah. What'd you say about looking around?
Always watch the shore around your side. See if you see a fish jump or anything, anything going on out there.
Okay, what is that? What do you do when you see that?
Well, you know the fish will be active.
Okay.
Sometimes you see a big muskie moving around out there.
Ah, so then that means that there's some structure there to look over a little more.
Yeah, and you know there's a muskie out there.
You go in and get them?
Sometimes
Yeah, if you see a big one. Okay.
I have done it. I always watch out there, see
Well, makes a lot of sense.
any movement, any fish jumping. Take all that in.
Yeah. Be observant.
Deep water here.
Yeah, this goes around. It's a pretty good area.
I think this is the best spot I like so far.
Okay.
Look at the water coming out behind you.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is that? Spring?
Probably a runoff of some kind.
We'll come back and check this area after we get around the lake one.
Is that because of the water outlet?
And deep water there.
Oh, there's pretty good deep structure there by that outlet. Okay. I notice you got a pretty good sized net hanging up there. Pretty good sized net.
You need it. You'd be surprised sometimes. And sometimes you wish it was bigger.
Okay. That's what I'm hoping.
Muskie hunting.
That's right. You say you got two in the net in one time? How big were they?
1.8, 1.10.
Oh my gosh.
Northern fight.
Well, you need the net then. Okay.
Hey, something
Yeah.
going good here. Not that I'm getting cocky, but you got a tendency to keep your pole up in the air and bring it over and pulling around with two in the boat.
A little high.
You're too high up.
Okay.
And your line back here crosses over and gets down guy.
Okay.
You gotta keep it down.
How
Do it this way.
how far above the water? Not more than a foot?
You don't raise it high.
Okay.
'Cause
Just
when
to,
you bring it up like this,
it's going to
your
come
line's
over,
gonna cross right over.
come into the other one. Yeah. Okay. That's important because you can get into some real trouble that
I
way.
know you're doing that quite a bit. And yesterday I was watching you, and of course I had, like I said, I had a short line, and your line would cross right over mine.
So
mine was short and
okay.
you missed it.
So especially when you're jerking and pulling on the rod,
Yeah.
you want to keep that rod tip down so
down.
that the lure stays in the path of the line.
Now if you're in the boat by yourself, there's no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
You can move it anywhere you want. But with two men in the boat,
Yeah.
you got to keep that down. Or
Okay.
you're gonna get some tangled up mess
That's
back
right.
there.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Watch around fishermen too. See what they're catching. I even the bluegill fishermen. See what they're
Okay.
catching them.
So if they're active, that
Yeah.
means you're
I
the
mean, the big ones could become active.
big ones. Okay.
Always notice everything out in the water. Like I said, watch for fish jumping, birds and everything.
Birds.
See what's going on.
Okay.
That way you'll learn a lot more.
Yeah. The way you hold your rod there. When you have to use your other hand, you just kind of stick it in your leg there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
good.
got something here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
That could have been right here, but a little better.
A little better, okay. We'll try next time. So you say you're always watching, and sometimes if you don't see anything, what happens?
I feel like going home.
You feel like going home?
Even when you land your boat in the dock,
Yeah.
watch for bluegills and little fish around there, minnies. See if they're active down there.
Okay. So that indicates you got a better chance. If
Yeah.
it looks too bad,
There's
you...
no minnies swim around there or something like. That's why you should maybe load your boat and go back home.
Okay.
Of course, as a spoonplugger, you know before you leave home what the weather conditions are at the time.
Yeah, and if you have to go, if that's the only time you have,
When you get there, look, watch.
Yeah.
I do all that.
be observant.
Sure, if I see minnies and bluegills swimming around there, like,
Does that change the way you go about your fishing?
no.
Just aware more?
Picking you up, something to see them.
You picture, yeah. Okay.
The fish with better chance to come active.
Sure.
I always look for the good movement. You learn when you load your boat fast, you know, bang, bang, bang.
Uh-huh.
Put 25 in the boat in a day.
Huh.
Going underneath this bridge,
Yeah.
it's 25 foot deep.
Okay. You just went under that bridge. You said there might be some structure there that you might fish?
Oh, yeah, I fish around them, you know, jigging.
Jigging and vertical jigs, or...
Yeah. Cast it.
Yeah, okay.
Always try it out. Structure down there.
Mm-hmm.
When you build that thing. Great.
Now, what have you found out about the lake so far as the break line? We're fishing 700s now. What kind of break line are we doing? The base of the break line?
Right now we ain't found too good.
Okay.
But we're trying to run the 15-18, trying to find something down there.
Is that where it breaks?
Not really. Right now, it starts breaking at 15.
It starts breaking at 15. Okay.
Right there, it broke at 15. Now we're right down to 25 already.
Oh, okay. That's a good spot to be.
That's great.
Okay.
Or a wash or something, and you'll pick a muskie out of there or a fish.
Okay.
I've done that place at Bud Lake.
Now, you're fishing about 3 colors, a little bit more than 3 colors a line.
Yeah, a little bit more too.
Do you like to use a little longer lines when you're doing this type of fishing?
No, I like short line.
Just for control?
I use a bigger spoon plug to keep myself short.
Because you're right on the break a little better. Okay. Play you better and get down quick. Get it down. Okay. Do you ever run a short rod? Real short, like with wire and a 700 or something?
What do you mean?
Well, like they do in Florida. They run a real short rod.
Like the rod this short?
Well, no, a real short line.
I've never done that.
That's for a little longer, straighter break lines, probably.
Closer?
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's, yeah.
Hey dog, look, you're on camera. Yeah. What's her?
Are you seeing anything? What you finding? Are you running a deep break line?
Running the bottom break line, right down the channel, 20.
20 feet.
I'm seeing fish down there.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys seen anything?
All right.
We got a flasher, but we're running a little bit higher than that.
I started out at 15. I worked down to the 20-foot line, and not picking up anything. But I'll tell you one thing: it's a lot of nice bars on this lake.
Yeah.
You know, all this is a river channel going down through here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's all it is. You see, we were paralleling one another.
Give it a little closer when you hear it.
We were paralleling one another.
Mm-hmm.
You see how we were going in unison, sir?
Yeah.
Coming on
figured
the
you was
point,
in-
I was going into the
Where you
bed.
was going, I figured you was on the 20.
Yeah. Yeah. You haven't picked up anything though. How about you guys?
No.
We've been filming more than anything.
Yeah.
I
Filming.
say something, you grab the camera.
Slowing him down.
I give him a hell. I had to
I talked to them for a minute and I asked them if there were any muskie in this lake, and they said, nah, not hardly. Said, might catch one once in a while. Said it's more of a walleye and perch lake. You know, this is going into Lake Michigan, you would think there'd be anything in here.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had diarrhea of the mouth a little. Then the other guy came in and I asked him, he said he didn't want to talk at all. I think they're up there catching bluegill and perch and stuff for muskie fishing, probably. They took off down the other end. But yeah, we'll still head out here.
Yeah.
Take a look, see.
So you're seeing some big marks down.
I'm seeing marks, no
I
question about
enjoy
it.
fishing new lake like this.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Yeah, to me it's more important to catch
Oh.
fish.
Yeah, we're learning a lot about it, aren't we?
That's what I like to do, learn lakes. Yeah.
Hey, there's no weeds here, and that's a negative.
I think it's a negative. Basically, they hold their bait fish for the muskie. Muskie will throw up into those weeds.
Ah, okay.
I think it's more of a negative than anything. But that sand runs right up to the shoreline. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of bait fish in here. I'm seeing a lot of bait fish on this side. You guys aren't seeing them over there?
Well,
There's a lot of it on this side.
yeah.
Well, I've seen several lily pad patches, you know, but nothing.
I figured this side would be better than that side.
No weeds, I'll tell you. It's clean.
We ain't got
You
no
can bump.
Yeah, you can spoon plug.
All day long. It's one good thing. I
Okay.
got one little weed on my line, on my wire when I brought it up. If I know we were going to be this shallow all the way around, I'd have brought some no-bow. I didn't even bring the no-bow line, just wire.
I bought both.
Yeah.
Bob, do you set the hook real hard when you hook a muskie?
I kind of figured going this batch, he grabs it, he should be hooked.
You should be,
But
okay.
I do set the hook some, but most of the time I don't.
Okay,
I think they hook this out.
okay.
Of course, they're iron jaws. Sometimes they grab it and hold it.
Ah,
Come up here and open your mouth. And
you can't, yeah, right.
they got jaws like iron. It's gonna be hooked or not.
Yeah, you're going about 3 or 4 miles an hour now?
Yeah. All that. Maybe 3.5, 4.
But you set it too much, can you pull it out of their mouth?
Nah, nah, he's hooked good.
Or, okay. Are you using 17-pound no bow?
17 pounds.
Okay.
I had one student I had up, got him a big muskie on, and he sat there like the deep sea fisherman. Woo, woo. I was about to shit my pants. We lost him. And I sat him down, I asked him why he thought he lost the fish.
Yeah.
And he didn't know. I told him why.
Too much of that, huh?
Yeah, you just fight the fish, you know, go woo.
Yeah, right, right. Heavy drag on that, Bob?
No,
You don't.
real light.
Just so that it doesn't go out when you're holding it.
Yeah. I don't like a tight one. I think you lose too many fish. You gotta give that fish some line right away to get a big one.
Oh, because he's going to be moving real fast.
If you don't have no slack there, and there ain't no giving that noble,
Yeah.
you don't give him something, you take a big fish, man, he's gonna rip her out of his mouth maybe.
Uh-huh.
Or bend the hell out of your hooks.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Especially using, 200 or something. Them hooks are pretty rough on them. They ain't even 40 inch or wide. They'll tear them hooks up.
Yeah. Okay. It's a
Don't
good.
give them some line.
So then you set the hook with your thumb if you set
As
it.
a muskie was swimming to the boat a lot of times.
Yeah.
And he won't fight till he sees that net. Man, you gotta have it where you can go.
Ah.
If you ain't
Okay.
set right, you can lose your fish. Now, we had them hooked where we were down there and they wouldn't move. You can hardly bring them up. Just sit down there. And big ones, they got a lot of power.
Yeah, right. Now we're doing a little casting here
Yeah, we're doing a little casting with spinnerbait.
with the spinnerbait.
We throw it out there. We'll sink to the bottom. And these cold front conditions, bring it in slow.
Just real slow, right above the bottom.
You can use different speeds, but a lot of times just bring it in slow.
Uh-huh.
And that damn spinnerbait will go through weeds better than anything you see, eating that moss down there.
Huh.
Pretty good.
So you use that for your weedless lure in your tackle box?
Yep.
Your one weedless lure.
Yeah, that's what Buck said, you can have one.
Okay. Now, do you like a real good size one for muskie, of course?
Yeah.
What size?
I like a good one. I don't have, what are they? 5/8 ounce or something.
Yeah.
Big size one.
Good size. And then just a real slow swim sometimes you find works better than jerking it and letting it sink.
Especially, you know, if you go to that, it's going to be mostly cold front conditions.
Yeah. Okay. Just enough to turn the blades a little bit.
Yeah.
Right off the bottom. But you cast it way out in the deep hole and then bring it in. Okay.
Up there we got weed line. And this fish the weed line with it.
So you parallel cast the weed line with it?
Yeah, or you can throw it out in deep water too.
Okay.
Sometimes you get my old side of the boat. They hit right underneath the boat.
Right next to the boat, yeah. Okay, do you usually anchor when you cast?
Yeah, we anchor.
Okay.
It's best to use 2 anchors.
Get
So
a
the boat don't
position.
swing around and stuff on you.
Heavy weeds.
Lots of weeds.
How deep do these go? Yeah, right.
No weeds there.
Those weeds cut out about 4 feet?
That's the only weeds in the lake.
Yeah.
And he found them.
He found them.
Where that school of fish was at.
Bob, tell me about on the casting. You were talking about the casting that spinnerbait. Now, you made a good point, I think, about don't just go the slow speed. Try all up to cranking real fast.
Yeah, you gotta go through your whole speed, all your speeds.
So you make several casts and then try the different speeds on it.
And that way you know.
Up to cranking pretty fast, and you let it set.
From slow speed to fast.
Okay.
Fast you can crank. You gotta go through your speed. Just say you gotta go through your depth check. You gotta check it all out.
Okay.
I believe anyway.
That's
Everything
good.
You gotta check out. Then you hit the right speed, you know.
Yeah. So cover it, each area you stop and cast thoroughly with the different speeds on your casting.
A lot of times back home I would take the inside bends and cast them.
Mm-hmm.
If there ain't many points, and a lot of times they produce pretty good ones.
So spinnerbait is your basic weed casting
Yeah.
tool.
I like it's the best of them all. Go through them weeds, beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Even that cabbage weeds, I even go through, but unless it's really thick.
yeah, right.
It's the best bait I find for weeds up here in the North Country.
Okay. Spinnerbaits all over, don't they?
And spinnerbait catch anything.
Sure. Okay. Now we were talking about maybe not coming back to this lake now because we weren't catching anything. What do you think about that?
Nah, you can't judge the lake by one trip, especially at cold front conditions. A lot of people says the lake ain't no good and never come back because they didn't catch no fish
Yeah.
or don't like the way the lake is. You can't judge the lake. You come back in good conditions, then you can judge it. Like we just stopped and asked that guy there, and he said he gets 10, 12 muskies. He got what, 2 muskies this year? Right?
Last year he got 10 over 30 inches, which isn't too bad.
And you look at the way he's fishing.
Yeah.
Real slow and going a bait
Yeah, he's
10, 12 feet down.
yeah.
I don't know what he's using, but
We should be able to do that well or better.
you never judge a lake until you try it. They're in good conditions.
And I think ask the locals too. They
Talk to people.
talk to people. That's a good point.
That guy was willing to tell us. He wasn't lying.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep trying.
Okay, that's a good point. Now we're going to go down about 20 feet,
Yeah.
and you're going to use 800s with no bow,
Yeah.
just to get a little more depth on a shorter line.
Short line down deep. So you know it's just real wide.
We got small structures here.
Yeah, we got some points out here. So I think you're better off with the short line. And 800 get down to 20 feet there with 2 marks.
Yeah, right.
It's about perfect.
Okay.
I do that a lot. That way you don't have 2 miles of line up.
Too long on a smaller structure.
Because it ain't too wide, or the guy's fishing right there.
Okay.
This guy over here got a muskie. He had a muskie on yesterday off.
Huh.
He said he caught 2 of them this year already.
Yeah.
And it's a tiger muskie.
And he's fishing just about 11, 12 feet.
Yeah. And he's moving off the slope. He ain't Spoonplugger. But like I said, I think we can make him one.
Yeah.
You want to sign him up.
Sign up. He's a local, all right. So you say that most of the fish you catch are free running?
Muskies.
Muskies?
In clear lakes.
In clear lakes?
Where you can't bounce bottom. The
Okay.
only thing you can do is bounce your bait off the weed line.
So you tick the weeds every once in a while, and then it's running free most of the other times.
Sometimes I get in there really tight.
Uh-huh.
That's where they be. That's why I got that 40 incher down there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's why I used the 200, got up there close.
Uh-huh. Get right into them.
But most of the muskie here free run bait.
Yeah, more than your bass.
Well, bass is free. You goddamn, you pick something.
You got to bounce.
If you want the big one.
Yeah, that's right. For walleye?
Yeah. Dark right in here, so.
Oh.
Sorry, there's the bridge.
So you're trolling along the bridge because of the shade.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out, the structure.
Being darker there, like, walleyes like to be dark, they don't like the sun. Maybe these walleyes in there.
Makes sense.
Even though I'm not much on walleyes, but
Okay.
catching the weeds sometimes.
Yeah, right.
Just,
Yeah, well, you said the fellow said he caught one and it jumped yesterday, and you said it wasn't a big one.
yeah, because the big ones don't jump that high.
Oh.
He mentioned it jumped way up.
Yeah.
You think them 30 inches, 32, I think they can jump 8, 10 feet.
Huh.
But I never seen a big one jump. I seen them break water and jump some, but not that high.
Not up out of the water.
All the ones I seen jump way up, wow. But they're all, you know, 30 inches or less.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Do you ever fish any transition zones or hard to soft bottom areas?
A lot of times I use a muck line for a break line.
Uh-huh.
As a break line, we'll follow that. Even up in the showers, you can do that. You watch these smaller bass, they'll follow that muck line. You fish that muck line, you'll catch it.
Up in the shallows?
Yeah.
Even. Okay.
Or even out in deep, you can find it.
Now, do you tell that with your flasher? Can you look at that? Just a broader band is hard?
Oh, it'll sink. You hit that muck, your signal will sink in it.
It'll be broader in the soft muck?
The marker, you might be only 20 feet, but it'll show signals down there 20, 25.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It just spreads out.
Spreads out more.
Sometimes they're running signals all over the place.
And that's soft, so when it's hard,
it sinks down that muck signal does.
So when it's hard, it's a fairly narrow band.
Yeah, narrow band.
Okay.
That's the way I tell.
You like the flasher a lot better than the other ones.
Well, I ain't used to those. I ain't got nothing against them, but to me, I'm used to a flasher, and that's all I feel I need.
Okay. That's good. You're working a 30-foot hole here, and you say you're keeping about 20. Do you go in and out where that starts going up?
Oh, I'm just driving up to get the place I'm going to work.
Oh, okay. So you're getting ready.
Just getting ready to go underneath the bridge here. And I'm going to work the area there.
Do you kind of crowd the brake line? Is that what you do? In and out?
I try to stay on the brake line.
Okay, where the bottom of the brake is basically what you're working now. Okay, good. Okay, you saw a fish or a bass probably in the shallows, about 2 or 3 feet of water. And
yeah, he was way up close to the shore.
we decided to cast a little bit to see if we get any muskie or bass.
Yeah, see if we can make connections with that one we seen jumping.
Okay.
2 or 3 pound fish.
Yeah, so you observed him while you were trolling along.
But
Okay.
I thought I'd give it a try.
Now you're using a kind of a surface bait, jitterbug type.
Stick jitterbug.
Okay, and then I was using a spinnerbait to get down a little bit.
Yeah.
So you cover both, and then you vary the speed on the lures, but a little faster in this shallow water because of the depth, right?
Yeah, we're going to go and try right over there with that inlet. See it over there?
The inlet. Oh yeah, where we noticed earlier.
See that dirt
Oh,
around
oh,
it?
that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll go and check it out.
Then we're gonna go back to deep water.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I want to see how the point breaks out.
You're thinking of running a little 400 or 500?
I don't think there might be something up there. We got the point leads right out to about 24 feet water.
That's about as deep in this area, isn't
Yeah.
it? You think it might pay to give it a try on the shell with a 400 or 500?
But it sure hell ain't out here.
That's true. We've tried it. Okay.
Interference.
Yeah.
This lake and the other lake.
Okay.
So I turned my gain back, down. And then I dropped a day, I was running my meter, I didn't pay any attention to it. But when we went in for lunch, came back out, first thing I always do is I check my meter to make sure that the gain is right. And when I checked it, I ran across and I hit that shoreline.
Huh?
By God, I saw the same break line here as what's down in Florida. That transitional type break line.
Transition zone. And it,
Right. And it's a fluctuating. It goes from 19 foot at the shallow end, and just before the bridge there, it hits 25 foot.
So you see that band widening as it gets some more mucky
Exactly.
on the...
But it's exactly the same right here in Mona as it is down in Florida.
Huh. Okay, well that would be something to fish then.
And you saw it.
Right, I saw it on the flasher.
Now, we noticed that we had bait fish all along that transitional break line.
Uh-huh.
We still didn't catch any fish today. But take a look at the sky.
Look at the sky. Right.
Incidentally, you see those thunderheads?
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, got a couple.
Yeah, that's pretty cold front.
I'm convinced for today. Let's head back over to Muskegon.
Sounds good.